as I wait on everybody to come on through. What's good with the family? How are you guys living? Doing the late night chop up real quick. We won't be on too long. Yeah, everybody pop on in. Let's see who's all up this time of night. Let's see who's all up this time of night. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in here. We are in here. How y'all doing, man? Hope everybody is good. Hope everybody checked out some of my other broadcasts earlier. What's up, Fitzgerald? What's up, brother Devin? What's up, everybody? I see y'all in here. A few things we want to chop up game about. We got to get back to reparations business. Want to get back to reparations business. There was something great that happened tonight out here in California. Governor Gavin Newsom vetoed this bill. There was a bill that they put out where they were going to try to delay the reparations task force. They were going to do a big delay and just kind of stall and waste time. And this bill would change up and remove certain task force members at will. So that was a bad thing. So a lot of people on the ground, a lot of um, activists said, hey, we don't want that. We need to veto that. And the governor of California actually vetoed that. So that's going to speed the reparations process up so that we can get to the nitty gritty out here in California. One of the sisters on the task force, Sister Camilla Moore, I was with her down in Atlanta at the Revolt Summit. So, family, this is what is important. This is why we have to keep focused. This is why it's very important to stay focused when we do events and when we do things that bring attention to the reparations movement. We have to be in positions where we're going to follow up and get with the right people so that we can follow up and actually move policy, not be in rooms trying to get participation trophies. You see why this is important, how it's important to stay focused and not be on the goofball nonsense? This is what we have to focus on. We have to be very clear. We got to be laser focused about this business. And many of us are still focused. And this is why we are making some progress. We got to keep our eye on this. Every second of this thing matters, especially out here in California where we are, because what goes on out here will trickle down to the rest of the country. So this is a pivotal thing that we're doing out here in California. We really got to keep our eyes on it because we've gotten them the furthest with this thing out here. We got most of the language right so that they're going to focus on Black people who were descendants of slaves instead of just people of color, minorities, or just African American, because again, just stating African American is trick bag language. We were going ham to get them to change that language. I mean, about a year or so ago, even longer than that, longer than a year or so ago, I was speaking directly with Camilla Moore, telling her the importance of changing that language up. We cannot use just African American on there. It has to be very specific. It is very, very important to be specific because stuff like this, they will look for any little loophole to undermine it. We're not giving them an inch of loopholes. So we have to be laser focused on every single word when it comes to these reparations task force groups. Every word is important. They'll slip in one word and mess it all up, just like the Civil Rights Act. The Civil Rights Act in the 1960s, when they pushed that, women were not considered a minority. See, they slipped in the word minority. Yeah, we're going to give civil rights and make sure there's equal treatment for minorities, not just Black people or Negroes, but minorities. And then what they did at the last minute, they started to classify white women as minorities. White before 1964, white women were never considered minorities. I want y'all to look that up. Before 1964, white women were not considered minorities. That was a trick bag. That was a trick bag. White women were already getting 50 of the benefits of white supremacy. So then they got another percentage. They got another 25% of being a damn minority. So they got extra benefits. You dig? Watch, words matter, man. Every little word matters. We think these words are inconsequential and they're harmless. No, when they put certain words in there, they do that for a reason. So we have to be focused on this stuff. And they're going to try other things to trick bag up the reparations conversation. Some of the Democrats are sending their Negro shields out here, like Roland Martin. I hate to just keep going in on Roland, but I put up a clip of Roland earlier. And Roland is up here talking about a lawsuit against a university as a form of reparations. I want y'all to hear this. This is y'all boy Roland, and y'all wonder why we go in on Roland. And Roland was calling us out too. He thought he would call all of us out, the Foundation of Black Americans. He's calling us out. Where's this clip of Roland's ass? Where is it? I just had it. Let me find this clip, guys, because I want y'all to hear your boy. Roland is real funny style with this stuff. And again, they send him out here to do this stuff. They're going to try to muddy the waters of what reparations is. So again, all of these Democratic shills, we got to be on their bumper about this stuff. To you, that is listen. Owed $500 million. I don't understand for the life of me how these organizations are not saying we need to put on something major and go into Tennessee and serve notice. We want that check. And let me go ahead and say this right now. All of y'all ADOS, FBA, B1 folk who holler, cut the check, y'all ain't saying a goddamn thing about Tennessee State and the $500 million. It's amazing. I don't see none of y'all talking about the students at Florida A&M filing the lawsuit. So when y'all say cut the check, which check? And yeah, I'm calling you out by name, and I don't give a damn if you little fake ass YouTubers make your own videos, but I keep telling y'all be running y'all damn mouths yelling out reparations. When is this not a form of it? How do you not fight for this? It's that they owe them $500 million. But some of y'all spending more damn time fighting with white supremacists, pissed off that Lizzo used the damn flute of a slaveholder. That's your boy, man. That's y'all boy. Y'all see why we go in on this butterball? Do y'all see why we go in on this bootlicking, ass kissing, woolly mammoth ass nigga? This is why we go in on him and we don't let up off of him. You know, this type of little sucker shit that this dude does, and he, you know, his white paymaster send him out, and their whole job is to trick us into going along with nothing burger programs and calling it reparations. That's not cool. People, sometimes y'all think we go real hard on this dude. It's like, oh, don't go that hard on him. We don't go hard enough. That's some sucker shit right there, dude. And he knows he's full of it. And then all of this cursing us out. Get your goddamn mind right. How come you ain't gonna support HBCU getting some money? Ain't that reparations? No, nigga, it is not reparations. And you know that. You see? And they always got to take shots at me and us, and it's all they always got to take a little jabs at me. Don't listen to me because I'm just going to tell you the truth. I'm not trying to get a plate at the Boule brunch. I'm not trying to eat at the NAACP breakfast. I'm not trying to eat at the Congressional Black Caucus fish fry. I'm not trying to do all that, man. I want you, the family, to be good. We got black people, Foundation of Black Americans, suffering out here. So I'm thinking about the group. These Negroes are thinking about themselves. How can they con us for their own personal benefit from white mommy and white daddy? That's plantation stuff. So we got to keep our eyes on them. We have to keep our eyes on these policymakers. We have to keep our eyes on these COINTELPRO Negroes running around here pretending to be activists. We better understand somebody's some intel out here. We better understand that. We know in the 60s the Black Panthers were infiltrated by a whole bunch of ops. You think they don't have ops out here now more than ever? Somebody's a damn op. Look at some of the behavior. You better understand we got some ops out here. Just look at the stuff they do to undermine progress for all of us. That's all you have to do to recognize a damn op. When they start doing real weird stuff to undermine the progress for all of us, when all of a sudden the focus changes on some goofball nonsense, just literally for no reason, you got to watch that. You got to watch that stuff. Let me get some family up in here. Is that Randy Short up in here? What's up, Dr. Short? I think that's Dr. Short in here. I'm going to have to get you in here, Dr. Short. How's everybody doing? We got a lot of folks. Let's get Beatzilla in here. Let's get Beat. What's going on, family? What's up, Beat? What's up, Beat?
Going on, family?
How you
Hey,
doing, sir?
man, you already know I'm doing great, fam. And peace to you and the family. I just want to say, a lot of people hate on you, and they ain't gonna just keep it real. A lot of people pocket watch you. They're jealous.
Right,
You
right.
you have the accomplishment of the museum. You have the respect, of course, of all of us on the West Coast already.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
you already know, like, these people really look at you and just the envy. I hope y'all really learn what true envy looks like, because to throw this brother's name under the bus for absolutely no reason when he's all the way in another state. This brother could be sick with COVID and y'all still throwing his name under the bus. Y'all need to
Yeah.
get a life, fam, and get part of this movement and just do your role. We all are doing our role. If this brother got the football, let him run with it. So shout out to you, Flex. You already know how we roll, man.
Man, much respect to you, Beat, man. I appreciate you,
You
brother. Man, Beat hit it right on the money, man. A lot of this stuff, a lot of these bad faith arguments that a lot of these dudes are doing, it's just jealousy. It's hard for a nigga to say. A nigga ain't gonna admit he's jealous. Nigga ain't gonna sit up and say, "Yeah, I'm jealous of this nigga. This nigga's doing some real fly shit. He's doing what he says he's gonna do." Yeah, I'm jealous. They're never gonna say that. It's always some weak jive ass excuse to mask their jealousy. That's how you can tell it's jealousy. Well, yeah, I don't mess with him because he didn't shout out my birthday last month. It's something. It's always some goofy shit, some convoluted weirdo ass excuse why they're gonna try to throw shade. Yeah, I don't really mess with him because he didn't retweet when I had posted up a flyer for my event. That means he ain't keeping it real. Y'all old Herschel Walker sounding ass niggas with your dumbass hate justification. Stop it. Y'all ain't fooling nobody. Nigga, look, niggas see that shit as hate. Can we talk? Look, can we get some OG talk tonight? Can we talk some real OG shit tonight? Can we chop it up, family? Can we chop it up? Let me tell you something. You got a lot of bitch dudes out here who are raised really with no dudes around. You're raised by hood rats. That's why a lot of niggas gravitate towards hood rats. You understand? And you're not used to seeing a man do mannish things. You see males, but you're really not used to seeing a man, a nigga moving and shaking and operating with integrity, and a man saying what he's going to do and following through with it. A man who actually raises a family with wife and a child and a home and all. Yeah, niggas don't really see that too often in real life. Let's keep it a buck. A lot of these bitch niggas are not used to seeing that. You're not used to seeing a man who ain't getting high and getting drunk and doing stupid shit. You're not really used to seeing a man. I'm talking about dusty niggas raised by hood rats. I'm not talking about my regular G's out here, because if you're a regular G, a lot of times you've been around other dudes. That's the person who laced you up. You're used to being around men. But a lot of niggas raised by hood rats with that dusty fuck nigga mentality, what we do as men, getting money with integrity and standing up for yourself and not kissing white ass, that's the thing that really throws niggas off. You're getting money and you're successful and you're doing what you say you're going to do, and a white person ain't making you do it. You're doing it on your own. You're not doing it because white daddy is going to crack the whip on you. No, there's no white daddy. I do it because I do it's the right thing to do. You ain't drinking, smoking, never drunk. I never smoked a joint in my life. I walk the straight and narrow. Niggas ain't used to seeing that. That's like, niggas, this is an alien. That nigga's from another planet. That throws a fuck nigga off. They're not used to seeing that. That's like a foreign entity to a fuck nigga. Something is wrong with that to them. Something has to be wrong. There has to be a catch when a fuck nigga sees a thorough man who's a foundational black American. Let's really clear that up, because they're used to a white man. If a white man is remotely thorough, oh yeah, he's a white man. He's supposed to be that way. But if a black man is thorough, standing on his square, being a man, well, there has to be a catch to a fuck nigga. You understand? They think that there's some kind of catch and there's something nefarious. There's just something nefarious about it somewhere, because it's just not right. I don't see that every day. I see other dusty niggas like myself. I see other dust buckets like the person who raised me. What is this nigga paying bills on time and, yeah, paying a mortgage? What is that? Oh my God, that's scary to me. What is that? What is this nigga saying he's gonna do something and actually following through? I'm used to niggas fucking my mom and never coming back and telling me they're gonna come pick me up and play football and never showing up. I'm used to that. I'm not used to seeing niggas say they're gonna do something and actually do it. No, what is that? That's foreign. Is it the Illuminati? Is it COINTELPRO? Where did that nigga come from? You see? They're not used to that type of stuff. So the thing is, a lot of these niggas have the same mentality of a hood rat. But the thing is, you have the mentality of a hood rat, but you don't get hood rat benefits. At least a hood rat can get a couple of crumbs by fucking a nigga. At least a hood rat can clean herself up the best she can and probably luck up on getting a ball of the fucker. And then she might get a couple of dollars thrown at her, possibly a baby or whatever, but at least a hood rat can get something. You can get the basic necessities. You can get a good meal out of a nigga. You can, you go out there and doll yourself up and, you know, Febreze the weed smell out of her clothes and go out here and catch somebody who got a couple of dollars that they can slide her. You dig? But a dusty nigga can't even do that. And that frustrates him more. A dusty nigga gets frustrated. Damn, I act like a bitch, but I don't get bitch benefits. So you just a hostile, emotional nigga. So what you do, instead of, when you see a nigga who's doing some fly shit, you can't get with him sexually, so you just act hostile towards him. Well, you try to, if he's in your neighborhood, try to rob him, do some dusty nigga shit. The best you can do is try to rob him and get yourself twisted up. But yeah, a lot of dusty niggas who are raised by gutter snipe broads. You don't really understand manhood, and when you see manhood, real manhood, it throws you off. You think manhood is hostility all the time, just being a nigga mean mugging and barking Like your mama be barking trying to be tough. Niggas got these hood mamas who run around yelling and barking all the time to try to give the impression of toughness, just like a chihuahua. Chihuahuas bark a lot because they have to compensate for being small and weak. You understand what I'm saying? So niggas see all that barking as a form of strength. No, 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 no. Strength comes in silence, nigga. Strength is silent. Have y'all seen? Go look at old interviews of Tookie Williams. Go look at interviews of Tookie Williams. Tookie Williams was a menace out in the streets of LA in the 1970s. People were terrified of Tookie Williams. Tookie Williams did some real shit. That nigga would rob you with no gun. That nigga would rob motherfuckers with his fist. That nigga was the real life Debo. And if you look at interviews of Tookie Williams spoke with a whisper. That was one of the most soft spoken niggas you would ever want to see. That nigga didn't raise his voice. He was hella soft spoken. Hey, hey, how y'all doing, family? Hey, what's going on? But a threat. Don't think because somebody's barking and yelling that's a nigga that's about the business. It's that nigga who's whispering. That's the one you want to watch out for. Real strength moves in silence. You better understand that part of the game. Let me get my OG up in here. Let me get Dr. Randy Short. Let me tell y'all something. People, y'all better stop sleeping on Dr. Short. Dr. Short is the truth. He's in my new movie. He's been in Buck Breaking, and he's in my new movie, American Maroon, spitting so much hot fire. Family, bring it to the stage, Mr. Dr. Randy Short. How are you, Dr. Short?
I'm blessed, brother Tariq, and thank you. As a black man to shoot and kill another one. Why is that? And that's because it's encouraged for us to hate one another. You want to see people get scared? See us get along. I live in D.C. The police were trembling after the Million Man March, not during, because folks stopped killing each other for like 2-3 weeks until the afterglow. The power of the people who hate our guts is black man's horizontal hatred towards the next black man. They get shit done. I mean, they can't even speak the language. They look bad. Eat corn all day. I'm surprised we haven't run out of Doritos and shit since they keep coming over here. But they have, on a certain level, a little bit of man-to-man respect. When we king, and I call it studconda, never, because they gonna keep. We got to, as black men, be happy. So I didn't always know you. I didn't. And I said, he's always showing off. But I said, you know what? But then again, I don't know him. People think I'm flamboyant. So I watched him. I get you. I said, you know what? And I've told this. Anyone that knows me knows I've said this. I said, you know what? I've dealt with a whole lot of people, from Jesse Jackson evicting my family in the winter of 1974 in the cold. I've dealt with some of the most important black people at certain points in my life. You rank, in terms of your word, you rank at the top 1%, and I've met a lot of them. From Vernon Jordan trying to bust a nut on my god sister at a Christmas party at Howard's President's house. I have met the whole canon of the Boule folk at various points in my life. Either I knew them, talked to them, hung around them. Reverend Shuttlesworth, I mean, all the ones that weren't shot to death. At a certain point, Stokely Carmichael or Kwame Ture, I've either met them and you rank high. Okay, I've met lots of them. I mean, I know some of the people in Malcolm's family. I met some of the people in the King family. You don't screw people. There are things, and I'm going to tell you, you need to start doing this not because you need the attention, but every now and then you need to show some receipts. So I'm going to go on the record because I want people to hear this. When I was sick in the hospital, out of all the thousands of people that know me, and perhaps the busiest, most preoccupied person that knows me, you were the only person that just came and said, hey, Short, do you need something? And there was someone else that did give it, but it took about 4 months. I says, hey, Tariq, I'm not working, man. And you immediately sent me a very decent donation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
and I tell everybody, this isn't the first time, and I didn't ask to be in Tariq Nasheed's films. He asked me. He had a couple
Right.
years to watch me to find out whether I'm full of shit or not. You have the right to do that, and look at what's happened. Somebody didn't vet in their movements everybody. And
Right.
I'm not taking away anybody's ability. You may be a great organizer, but you shouldn't be a spokesperson. Because I mean,
Right.
and so I don't hate anybody. I'm going to do everything I can. And when I've been on these talks to say we got to love and respect each other, we must. If we don't have this, we don't have anything. In fact, there have been African countries and other places where people got what they thought was independence or whatever, and they turned on each other. We can't do this. It ends like it begins. If we don't move in good order, with love and respect and discipline and morality towards one another, they will use this to destroy us. I have friends who are Black Panthers. And what happened is they played on these things to get people to dislike each other. And I've also seen people towards the end of their lives, like Jim Foreman, that nobody was doing anything for him before he died. I was friends to him, friends to James Farmer, friends to him before he died, and watched people who gave everything and then they got thrown under the bus or people forgot them. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
my auntie, who was Medgar Evers' assistant, Mother Kalia Clark, who's sick in New York, the people have ignored her. She had more to do with the Edmund Pettus Bridge than punk ass John Lewis getting his ass beat in front of it. These people get thrown away. So you know what? Enjoy your life. If you get a nice suit, if you get your hair done, if you you go to Hawaii, enjoy your life because the Black civil rights people that I know, the Kings and the Shabazz, they're casualties of war where their families, their fathers gave up everything, and the kids are lacking. I mean, you got Martin Luther Queen, aka Bernice King. I mean, who can't speak up for nothing? You got this weird, I mean, you got some of the Shabazz sisters married to white dudes. I'm not saying that they can't. I don't think Malcolm wanted that. I don't think Dr. King wanted this. But because their fathers were so committed to the struggle that they missed some things on the home front. And so, and I'm glad you're not letting that happen. But you
Good
need to
talk. Good talk.
you need to tell people every now and then, you have to remind people. There's a nigga who just died. He was the mayor of Bladensburg, Maryland. You know that town where the black people beat up the white people in 1814. This
Yeah.
guy's name was David Harrington. And David Harrington used to live in our house, eat at our table, drive my dad's car. They took care of him. But when David finished Howard, he never spoke to us again. I ran into him many years later, maybe about 10, 11 years ago, and I just said hello to him. And he acted like he didn't know me. And I was in business clothes, I looked good. I wasn't like a person asking for money. And he says, "Do I know you?" I says, "Yes. You used to fuck women on the back seat of your Volkswagen at the RFK Stadium parking lot." And he says, "Randy?" I says, "Exactly." "Oh, hi. Why'd I have to do that,
Mm.
Tariq?" He did, man. He was even
Wow.
get panicked because he knew I know his wife. I could tell her too. She didn't know that. I
Right.
mean, right? We shouldn't have to do that, but a lot of our people. One of the moral issues is they're very ungrateful. You've helped a lot of people, and they've turned on you. Okay,
Yeah.
one of them comes in the Breakfast Club. No names.
Mm.
A lot of people have screwed you, and you're tired of it.
Yeah.
I understand it because I come from a movement or a lot of people out here who have not served the black community have no idea about how ungrateful, how unthankful, how catty, how brotherfucky The brotherfuckery that exists is, in fact, the same person that helped you built up, and they turn. I know what it's like for that person to snatch something I had, and then have me kicked off of a program and blame me for. I've never asked to speak on anything you had. You've asked me. If you want me, I'll come. Do you get? So I know you're so right to say, I'm tired of this shit. You deserve respect. We should respect each other. It should be a given. Why is it that we have to battle and fight each other? We actually do to each other what white people do. White folks won't accord you human respect until you make them. Why do we do this to one another, where Mr. Nasheed has to force people to respect him before he gets what you should just give him any damn way? Let's practice a reparation culture by repairing each other as we work towards getting our checks, our freedom, our self-determination, our identity, and our families back together, versus being bitching about everything you do. And
I
so, I get it. I've had all kinds of friends, Reverend C.T. Vivian. I'm not name dropping to be cute. I'm just trying to say I've known and been around and been friends to and seen some of the stuff. And it's shocking that we will not have the kind of move as quickly and as effectively as we needed to without us taking some time to work on ourselves. I need to say, you need to clean under your fingernails, and ladies, under the damn hood of your clitoris. Don't stop thinking about whether somebody else smells like fish. Make certain that you don't smell like a Mississippi catfish factory. Okay, make certain
yes,
that you've got
yes,
your stuff together and you won't have time to be jealous. Stop being jealous. We're not jealous of the Asians that make money in our community. The Arabs, they drink our damn blood every day. Nobody's jealous of them. Let a black vendor or person set up a business and he's shot in the head for a pack of hostess ho-hos within a week of opening his doors. We
real,
must stop that. So go forth in
yeah.
power, brother. I love you. Keep doing it. Don't give a
Thank
damn
you so.
about coons.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Rand. Let me get some more folks in here, but I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, Dr. Randy Short, ladies and gentlemen. Randy Short be going in. Dr. Randy Short. Shout out to Dr. Randy Short. Real talk. He hit on some very good points. Very good points. And another thing too, going back, excuse me, going back to the reparations conversation. Um, for the people, even though some of the people on these Twitter streets, we had to kind of pack some of them up. I still want to give a shout out and show love to a lot of people around the country who were in the streets supporting reparations, supporting these rallies. They were not pull ups. I explained earlier what a pull up was. A pull up is what we were going on, what we were doing last summer. Pull up summer, those were pull ups. These were not pull ups, these were rallies, and that's okay. But shout out to the people who were showing up to them, because there were some genuine people really supporting reparations. They heard, hey, there's going to be a rally. So let me show up and put my 2 cents in. Shout out to those people. The unfortunate thing is some of the de facto, quote unquote, leadership, if we would call it that, some of them were janky, but that doesn't negate your dedication to the reparations cause. So when I go in on a handful of people who are on these Twitter streets, I'm not talking about the genuine brothers and sisters who were rocking out for the cause. For example, Scam Master Jay from the NFAC crew. Even though Scam Master Jay, we see the agent activity he was engaging in, there were some brothers and sisters who were very genuine being down with that cause, not being aware that it was some agent shit going on. You had some thorough people who really wanted to be about that Second Amendment game, a part of that organization. The brother Ozone, that's one example, who got caught up. He was defending himself from a race soldier, and He went on the run, and the word is that some of those, in fact, people turned him in. They were the ones who gave him up. You understand what I'm saying? So there's some thorough people out here who get involved with some of these movements, but sometimes the leadership is real janky. That's why I'm not. I don't really do the organization thing. That's why I'm big on not rocking with no organizations. Just use the code as the leadership, and you're good, so that you don't have to depend on people. I tell people all the time, don't follow me. I just need you to follow logic. Do not follow me, because all I'm going to do is point you to the direction of logic. That's all you got to do. Let's get some more people in here. Y'all hear my dogs in the back? They're fighting in the middle of the night. Let's get Robbie. What's up, Robbie? What's up, Robbie?
What's going on, Tariq? Can you hear me clear?
I can hear you, brother. What's on your
Nothing much,
mind?
bro. I just wanted to give you your props and say, as they say in the church, don't let the devil steal your joy. You did an excellent
Yes, sir.
job with Revolt, representing Black people and pushing the agenda forward. And I salute the bro, like you say, the family that went out there and supported. I think that we should not allow agents to divide us. When I say agents, I'm not talking about specific individuals, in that tribe or anything. I'm saying like the government, the actual government that will love to try to tear down any good that you're doing or any good anybody's doing. Because for the vast majority of us are ready to practice group economics. You showed us doing that with your museum and with everything you've done. You've given us the blueprint how to
Yeah.
crowdsource. So I just think that that's what we can gather from this is that you just continue being the light that you are. I think personal attacks that people try to make to your family or anything like that, that's never a cosign. And I warn people
Yeah.
all the time because I've been following you for a while. I said, when Tariq is quiet, you better be concerned. He's like Vladimir Putin. You know what I mean? The airstrikes are gonna come. The airstrikes are gonna come. I mean, you take your pick. Do you want to be a
Indeed.
cartoon or a cookie? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All
Real
right, man. You
talk.
stay blessed, brother. All right,
Thank
peace.
you, brother. Yeah, man. Sometimes you got to do some straightening with cats. Sometimes the thing is, sometimes when you're too quiet and you give people passes, that kind of emboldens them. And well, we shouldn't have to go there. Sometimes when you give people passes, that just emboldens them. And then when you drop that hammer, then all of a sudden niggas want to sit down and put on a bow tie and a fez, and all of a sudden, hey brother, assalamu alaikum, brother. No, 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 no. Assalamu alaikum now, nigga. All of a sudden, you find your spiritual center when you getting checked, and when a nigga smash down, and then you want to dictate the rules of engagement. See, niggas do all of this flagrant stuff. Niggas want to talk reckless and they say all types of weirdo ass stuff, and then when them repercussions fall through, hey man, you don't go that hard. Don't go. You shouldn't have done that to him. You didn't have to do him like that. You didn't have to go at him like that. You should have taught the young brother. That's enough. I hate that shit. When a nigga does something real fucked up, and then you get in that ass, and it's always somebody who was usually cockeying and keying with the nigga, sitting up skinning and grinning when you bust down and do what you need to do on him. Man, you shouldn't have. Hey, listen, brother, you shouldn't have did him like that. He's a young brother. You just what you should have done was pull him to the side and talk to him. Can we talk? Can we sit? Can we have a sit down? Shut the fuck up. Man, please. Y'all lucky, man. Some of y'all niggas would not survive in those streets, man. Y'all, the goofy shit y'all do on these internet streets, nigga. Mm, y'all wouldn't survive an hour on the block with that bullshit, dude. I swear y'all wouldn't, especially out here. You would not survive. Niggas would smash your fucking skull in ASAP with that dumb shit y'all be trying to pull on here. Ain't nobody gonna pull you to the side and talk. Nah, it don't work like that, nigga. Whatever you do, you better understand. You better move in a way where you can handle whatever repercussions comes with your movements, nigga. On the streets, Nigga, the laws of relativity apply. Every action will have a greater or equal reaction, dude. So you better move the right way. You move in a way that's going to garner respect. You understand? I live by basic street rules. I don't do stupid shit that's going to fall back on me. That's why you never see anybody say that I've dirtbagged them. I think I've been out here in this game in the public eye for like, what, 25 years? Why you think you have nobody come out and said I did some dirtbag shit to them? Nobody. Well, niggas got to make up shit. You know, they run around here trolls with bogus ass paperwork on motherfucker who ain't even me. But you never seen nobody say, hey, this nigga Tariq dirtbagged me out of this money, and Tariq did that, or he didn't stole, or he didn't did this, and never. Nobody really has anything negative to say about me. People who know me. I ain't talking about some goofy ass trolls or some over the hill hood rats. They don't count. Nobody knows them. And these are chicks who are just projecting their anger out on me because niggas who are flies me would never fuck them. You know, like the bad built Michi X's, people like that, people, bitches who are shaped like rotten eggs. She's shaped like a rotten egg with a pap smear. So yeah, fly niggas wouldn't fuck her. So people like that are mad because you can never get a fly nigga. You had to fuck low level drug dealers. You had to fuck drug dealers' assistants. You couldn't even get a drug dealer. You had to fuck a nigga who held the dope for another nigga. Those are the kind of niggas people like Michi X and others had to rock with. You had to rock with assistant D boys. The fuck you gonna date an assistant D boy when a nigga be doing janitorial work at trap houses? This nigga has to mop up the toilets and sweep kitchens at the trap house. He has to sweep up the leftover crack. You know, little flunky niggas. You had to fuck flunkies. You didn't even fuck the top notch niggas. You dig? You had to fuck the niggas who had to bag the dope up for the next nigga. So yeah, you're gonna be mad. You couldn't even be a trap queen. You an assistant trap queen. How you an assistant trap queen? Mad. So we got some low level ass motherfuckers out here who just mad because they're projecting their own failures and insecurities. What's up? Who we got in here? Oh, we got a lot of folks in here. Let's get who is this young lady? Lachey? Are you get Lachey? Hop on, ma'am.
Hey Tariq, first I want to shout out to you for not perpetrating and being about what you actually talk about, putting it into action.
Mm-hmm.
And then also,
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to ask you about how is this reparations thing playing out in California? How is they about to allocate this money?
Well, we're getting that together now. See, this is what we were fighting for them to veto this bill that was going to delay it. They had some shit where they were going to try to delay it till next year. So that was a trick bag. So now we're getting to the point where we're going to have to move forward and talk about how the funds are going to be allocated, and we're going to have to do that immediately. So that's what we're going to try to get together now. But we just had to make sure the process was being sped up because they're trying to throw all these delays and trick bags in there. And we like, no, 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 no. Delay means y'all just gonna stall and just keep stalling and keep stalling. So now we made them say we're gonna move forward. Let's go back. Let's sit down with the same task force. And that's another thing. They wanted to put something in that bill where they could dismiss the current members and put in new people. That would have been a problem because the people here, they've already voted for lineage based reparations. So we already know who they are. We already know they get down. They know who we are, the activists and the people on the ground on their bumper. So we don't want them at the last minute when it's time to allocate the money. All of a sudden, they get rid of some of the people on the task force now, and then all of a sudden they go get Candace Owens and put her on there. See, you see what I'm saying? They could have done some shit like that, and we're like, nah, no, 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 no. Let's keep this task force. Let's speed it up. Let's no delays. Let's not start remixing members of the task force at the last minute. So we're stopping all of the little trick bag stuff that they're trying to do. Like I said, every little thing you have to watch. Everything. This is chess. We're doing chess right now. Okay. So we have to watch every little thing. So yeah, we're trying to get to the actual allocation of the money. But yeah, they know that's where we got to go with it. But they're trying to throw every little trick bag in the mix and see if we go for it. We ain't going for it. That's why we have to be focused, ladies and gentlemen. We got to be so laser focused on this stuff. We cannot be distracted when it comes to this. We got to be focused. Let's get who else we got? Prince got something to say. What's up, Prince Ramses? Let's get Prince Ramses in here. Prince Ramses, what's up, brother?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going
how
on,
you
brother?
doing, Tariq? Two things I want to say. First, I saw your today on Revolt with Teslin.
Oh yeah,
And I was telling her when she was talking about the pilots that you mentioned the other day. I was like, y'all should name it TNT. She was on IG Live a few days ago, and I was like, y'all should call it TNT if it comes through or whatever. Teslin and Tariq, or Tariq and Teslin.
I think she said that. She said that when we were up there.
I was like, before you go there, I was thinking of names. But anyways, the other thing I was going to say, because I like your title, Back to Reparations Business. I made a tweet earlier.
Yeah.
I was like, there's this quote by Steve Jobs. It goes, "You don't change your target in the middle of a bomb run." And I added, "And you don't argue about reparations in the middle of a genocide." And I think we got to get back to business and focus on what's needed. So,
Real. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, man, we got to be focused, man. I'm focused. That revolt thing that we did today, or that aired today, we did it a few days ago. It looks tight. I got to see the full clip. It aired on television earlier. I'm waiting on them to put it online because I want to put up clips of it. But the clips that I've seen, it looks good, and a lot of people, they saw it on TV earlier, and they've been hitting me up. And Teslin and I, we did a pilot for Revolt. Revolt really wants to give me a show, and we'll see where it goes. They're doing a sizzle reel, and they're going to have that ready in a couple of months, and we'll see. We'll see what they're gonna do. We're gonna make sure the bag is right too. That's another thing. I let them know. The bag gonna have to be right for me to be flying, back and forth to Atlanta and all that stuff because we'd have to film in Atlanta. So that bag is gonna have to be right. You dig? But yeah, hopefully we get it going on. Revolt, man. There's a phenomenal staff up there at Revolt. Great folks at Revolt, man. They really looked out. Beautiful black staff up there, man. Real good folks. Let me get Justice. Let's get Justice in here. What's going on, Justice? Hop in. What's up, Justice? Hop in, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, brother Tariq, I was trying to tell you that Dennis, the bitch ass nigga, federal agent, motherfucking Sir Major, and all the this nigga from B1, Afro Elite, them niggas is off code. They fed you false information. You fed into it, and you went against the grassroots, and that's
what false information? What false? Slow down, brother. Slow down. What false information did they feed me?
They fed you something saying that Sister Yah was talking about your family, and she said nothing about your family. These niggas been beefing with us, been beefing with us, and we've been holding you down. We've been holding you down, brother. We've been holding you down. Niggas trying to put you as our motherfucking leader, and we saying we have no motherfucking leader.
Hold on, slow down, brother. Slow down with all that Busta Rhymes shit. Slow down. You got to calm your ass down. All right, let's calm down. All that emotional shit. Pump your brakes on that, dude. Come on, you doing the fucking most. Now I heard this woman with my own ears talking real reckless. Don't make it seem like this woman wasn't doing no reckless shit. She was doing some reckless shit and speaking reckless. All right. So we're not gonna come in here lying. This woman was talking hella reckless about me. I've heard some of the shit. It was very flagrant.
About you, she said nothing about your seeds, because I wouldn't allow that shit. Anybody kids. We don't even move like that.
That woman did mention my children several times, and y'all niggas up here talking about the context of it. I don't give a fuck what the context is. If you're talking hostile
if you sold out, just say you sold out, brother. If you sold the fuck out, you with P. Diddy, nigga, you want to be pretty, then you.
This is jealous fuck nigga talk. There you go. Now if you a
jealous, you's a fucking sellout, nigga.
You a jealous bitch nigga.
And I don't give a fuck how big you are, nigga. You ain't gonna knock nobody teeth down their.
This is
when niggas out here motherfucking dying for this.
Nigga,
hey, nigga, you's a fucking coon. You sold out, nigga.
Nigga,
hey, you's a motherfucking sellout, nigga.
That's bummy bitch nigga talk. Look how
P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, done. So mad niggas up.
This nigga's
you running around with that nigga. He done.
You whining about
that Puff nigga done killed niggas.
So you jealous of me and Puff Daddy, nigga? Who else?
No. First of all,
you just jealous of random niggas? What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? What are you talking about, Puff Daddy? What does that have to do with anything?
I don't even fucking know you like that.
You just jealous of random niggas.
That nigga has something to do with Tupac dying. Okay. And we're gonna keep it all the way funky. He has something.
Nigga.
He has something to do with Tupac. So,
nigga,
you're a sellout ass nigga.
Are you on the narcotic? Nigga, are you on the narcotic?
No, I ain't on nothing, nigga. I ain't on nothing. I'm on our reparations and delineation. What the fuck are you on?
Oh, have y'all been hearing me, guys? Oh, Hakeem, what's up, man?
Yeah, peace. Yeah, I just want to say quickly, I was at Revolt, and it was a great experience. And that 15 years ago, I came to your conference, like the Man Up conference. So I just been following the campaign since. So I appreciate the growth. It's been a great learning lesson on how to conduct yourself as a man and how to grow. And then, long story short, I just wanted to ask: is there like a template that we can bring to like our local lawmakers? That's all I wanted to ask. Like for reparations.
Thank you, brother. So, well, the template. And have I been? I'm talking. I don't know if I've been mute for a long time because I just saw that my mic was muted. I'm like, damn, was I mute all this time? Hope I wasn't muted. It was a long stretch of mute. Okay, I hope I wasn't muted, guys. But as far as the template, what you can do is just really study what's going on out here in California. Just study what we're doing in California out here, and just kind of soak that up because we're showing people the template in real time, which is very important. All right, let's get some other people in here. All right, let's get the average black guy. Let's get the average black guy. I was going on a long rant, and I hope people were hearing me because it looked like my mic was off. But anyway,
yes,
the average.
You
what's
were
up, brother?
absolutely muted for like a good 5 minutes.
Oh damn! So y'all, I was dropping some good ass game all that time, and y'all didn't even get to
hear
it,
a thing after the dude dropped out. We didn't hear nothing. So if you want to take that time, I'm interested.
All right, man. I was dropping some good ass game, man, and the microphone wasn't even on, man. All right, let me. All right, I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm like, damn. Okay, the mic was on. You know that bitch nigga brought in some real weird energy. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know my mic was off. My microphone was muted because of that fuck nigga. What I was saying, for those who didn't hear, I'm talking about the goofy nigga who called up. I was telling my young cats, my young dudes, I want y'all to learn a lesson from that. All my young cats from the ages of 15 to 30. Do we have any of you guys in here? My young guys from ages 15 to 30. If you're 15 to 30, raise your hand. Let me look down in the chat. Let me look down. Any 15 to 30-year-olds? Okay, I don't see no hands. The young people might be in bed for school. I get what we got one person down here. I see you. Okay, we got a couple of people down here. All right. Let me lace y'all with some game, man. Why y'all don't want to be an old ass hater. The worst kind of hater is an old hater. When you're young, you can get a pass with being a hater. When I was 15 years old, I was a hater for a quick minute, like a lot of kids. You see somebody shining, having what you don't have, you don't know how to get nothing. So the first thing you do is see somebody shining and you project your insecurities on them. Like, man, fuck that nigga. Got a car. That nigga ain't shit. Up here riding the car with all these girls. Buster. So what happens is you get around that kind of you get around that kind of energy, and you have other hater friends with you. You 15 years old hating, and you get your other 15-year-old buddies and they hate with you. Yeah, he ain't shit. Yeah, I heard that nigga got a new Adidas outfit. Man, that Adidas outfit is whack. Yeah, that shit is whack. And I'm sitting up here with some dirty ass pro kids talking about this nigga's Adidas is whack. And I'm dirty, I'm dusty with some raggedy ass Converse on. Knowing that this nigga shit is fly, but you gotta save face. You gotta try to tear that person down to make yourself feel better. That's why you're hating. I had to grow out of that real quick. I said, wait a minute, this hating ain't really doing nothing for me. So I'm like, when a couple of years I get older, I say, hey, you know what? Let me stop this hating and let me see somebody who's shining. Let me try to get some game from them. Let me learn from this person who's doing better than me. If a nigga is rolling in a car that I don't have, and he's around my age, I'm like, well, damn, how about I humble myself, me man up and say, hey, man, what'd you do to get that, man? Sometimes if you just step to somebody on a manhood level and humble yourself, they'll drop some game on you. If you ain't insecure, it takes a real G and a real man to say, hey, I need to learn from you, brother. I need to get some game from you, man. How you get to your position? It takes a real player to do that shit. You got to have a good player spirit to kind of humble yourself and say, hey, man, let me learn. You got a lot of bitch niggas out here who were raised by these hood rat mothers who just ran their mouths all the time like they know everything. And then niggas start having that kind of disposition where you just run your mouth and pretend you know every damn thing and you don't while you're sitting in squalor. You better know the art of shutting the fuck up and getting some game when you don't know what the hell you doing. I was smart enough to do that. If you don't know nothing, humble yourself and get around some veterans or somebody who has a little more game than you so they can lace you. I started doing that instead of hanging around a circle of friends because usually if you're around a bunch of niggas and all of you are hating, 10 times out of 10, you bitch niggas are broke. Hating is a broke nigga sport. You understand? If you sitting around a group of niggas and all y'all doing is hating on the next nigga or whatever, all you niggas are broke. Every one of you. Because a nigga who's papered up wouldn't even be around a bunch of hating broke niggas. Hate circles are broke nigga bastions. That's the place where broke niggas hang out. I didn't want to hang around other broke niggas. I wanted to humble myself and say, hey, look, I ain't really got it like that. Let me holler at you, brother, see what you're doing. Let me get put on. And I started learning game. You'd be surprised how much game you'll learn by humbling yourself. And then when you humble yourself, you get game. And then you can lace other people. And as you get older, that game, and when you apply that game and figure out what works, what doesn't work from trial and error, you get something called wisdom. And when you get wisdom, that brings a calm spirit about yourself. When you got wisdom, that makes you very calm and you can lace people with shit because you've used your wisdom to get a certain level of success in your life. So if somebody asks you when you get older, about some game, you can calmly tell them. Or when you see another person shining, you can calmly, with your wisdom, pop your collar to that person shining. Successful people or people with real wisdom, they don't really hate on nobody. For what? You got what you need to get out the game. So you can pop your collar to the next person because you have a certain level of security. But when you're a nigga who ain't got no game, you ain't got no wisdom, you don't have that calmness, so you still have a hater spirit because some niggas just want to sit around haters all the time. Or what happens is, let me tell you where a lot of these old haters, like that nigga who called up. You saw the nigga who called up, the nigga from New York. That's an old hater. This nigga sounds like late 40s, early 50s, which is not old, but it's too old to be a damn hater. Let me drop some game on you. When you have an old hater like that, usually that's an ex-convict. When you see old hating ass niggas like that, that's a nigga that done did about 10, 15 years in jail. So he went in jail as a young hater, didn't get no wisdom, didn't really get no game. Life kind of went on pause for the dude. He didn't really get out here in the world and really accumulate no game and no wisdom. So he got released as an old hater. So he just started back where he left off, hating. And now that hate has turned into bitterness. I know that whole nigga's rap sheet. The nigga who just called up, I can predict that whole nigga's rap sheet. That nigga probably went to jail sometime in the 90s. That's why this nigga was up here yelling about Tupac and Puff Daddy. So that nigga probably was in his heyday around 96. Because this nigga's up here yelling about some shit from 96 that ain't got nothing to do with the conversation. Yeah, that nigga Puff Daddy with Tupac and got Biggie and them people trim. Yeah, what the fuck you talking about? This is a nigga having a 90s flashback. That bitch nigga who called up is a ex-convict. That nigga did a stretch in jail for some game goofy dumb shit he did back in the 90s. Didn't get no game. And I'm not knocking my brothers who've been in the pen. I'm not knocking you, but not getting no game, there's no excuse for that. Getting your ass out being an old hater and a pocket watching dusty nigga, that ain't it. Young dudes, don't be that. Don't be like that nigga who called up. Always find you somebody who can lace you with game. Don't be no old pocket watching nigga. You sitting around here with bunions on your feet, pocket watching. You sold out, nigga. How much money they giving you at Revolt, nigga? Naming random people. What are you naming Puffy? What are you talking about? Nigga just naming random entertainers. Nigga, fuck out of here. That shit is crazy. Nigga, what about Keisha Cole and shit? What y'all talking about, nigga? We out here trying to do things. Queen Latifah out here making money, not reaching out. What the fuck you talking about? Just an old high nigga. That's a nigga who's on the narcotic, just hallucinating in the middle of the night. It's 12 o'clock or 12:30 here in LA. It's 3 o'clock in the morning in New York. This nigga's up in the middle of the night hating. He's not going to a job in the morning. And he's up. He's very alert. He's up, very angry and alert at 3:30 in the morning. An old ass hater, probably living with some fat bitch he met as a pen pal in prison. He done found him some old, lonely, elderly broad he's living off of. Got her little brownstone in Brooklyn somewhere, and she got to get up and drive a bus in the morning. His old ass sitting up here making mixtapes in the other room, hating. You nigga talking about he about to bring that real hip hop back. Sitting up making mixtapes like a motherfucker. He's mad at Puffy calling him because he probably sent his demo to Bad Boy and they rejected the shit. Fuck that nigga Tariq and fuck Puffy. I sent that nigga some hot fire 2 months ago and I ain't got no response. Fuck wrong with that nigga. I'm the truth. You old bitch ass nigga running around New York with your demo, mad, hating. MC Geritol. You old bitch ass nigga. Running around hating. See, like Randy Short called up and said, that jealousy thing, that ain't it, nigga. Get your security game up in your spirit. Running around jealous of niggas. That's corny. Jealousy is corny. Stop being jealous, nigga, and get your weight up. That shit is mad corny. Jealous of niggas and coming up with these real weird excuses to hide your jealousy. Stop it. Let's get Coon Killer in here. What's up, Coon Killer? Hop on, brother.
What's up, Tariq? Just saying, man, you fucking hilarious, man. This shit is fucking crazy. Oh, shit, man. I just wanted to say, man, appreciate everything you're doing, bro. This reparation
No
shit, we
doubt.
gonna get there, man.
Yes, we are, man. Yeah, this thing is real, man. This thing is real, and we're not playing no games. And we're making moves out here. I appreciate you. We're making moves out here. We're making real moves out here, and we're gonna let folks know, man. We're not playing game. We got to be focused, though. We got to be focused. We have to be real focused on what we're doing out here. You dig? And again, I know sometimes haters come around and their purpose is to try to their purpose is to try to diminish the morale of the group. Their whole thing is to try to mess with the morale of everybody because everybody's trying to be focused on what needs to be focused on, and these niggas come out here and jump in the mix with non sequiturs and jive ass talking points, and that messes with the morale of the crew. Everybody's trying to be on the same page and they're trying to get things together. And you got these old hate niggas popping up with that bullshit. Let's get this person here. Let's get Black American Stepper. Let's get Big Stepper. I see you've been trying to get in for a mix for a minute. Big Stepper, hop in, man. Big Stepper, where you at? You want to turn your microphone on, Big Stepper? All right, Big Stepper, you slowing the energy down. Let's get Pale Rider. Let's get Pale Rider in here. Pale Rider, what's up, man?
I've been a follower
Hey,
for a
what's up?
very long time. And I would just like to say that you are indeed a house Negro and a bitch ass nigga. And at some point, you're on a pop list. So be careful, watch your back.
There you go. And if I get popped, it won't be with your bitch ass. Just be clear. You won't be doing it. The only thing that you gonna pop is your bussy. You gonna be popping your bussy and you ain't gonna do it because you're sitting here hiding your identity like a fuck boy, making these real weirdo threats. You're not gonna bust a grape, nigga, with your bitch ass. You know what you're gonna be doing? You're gonna be making demos with that other old fuck nigga. You're gonna be his hype man. Okay? You and that old fuck nigga from Brooklyn, you niggas are gonna be making your demo together. You're gonna be a rap duo. You're gonna be like a male version of Salt and Pepper. Y'all name's gonna be Meat and Potatoes. You're gonna be a fuck nigga version of Salt and Pepper, nigga. Y'all rap name is gonna be Hennessy and Coke. And you, Hennessy and Coke, are sending out your bullshit demos, and your demos ain't hitting, and y'all bitch ass niggas are mad at me. And y'all calling up with your frustration. How these niggas gonna reject Hennessy and Coke, nigga? We is the business out here. Hell yeah, we pop niggas. These niggas ain't ready for us. Our shit, our shit on a whole another level. They ain't ready for Hennessy and Coke, nigga. Nigga, the game is different. The game, and we gonna change the fucking game, nigga. They don't know about us. We gonna change the game. You bitch ass niggas running around with your rap demo, trying to sound gangster, and y'all demos be sounding like this. Hold on. living room, bedrooms, and pets. Oh yeah, let's find it in the market. Let's talking about flea market. It's one bread. It's just like, it's just ring mall. Yeah. We the truth, nigga. How come Puff Daddy ain't trying to sign niggas? I'm trying to get 6 figures. I'm trying to get a 360 deal, my nigga. Goofy ass fuck boys. Lord. Y'all niggas need to stop. Y'all really need to stop and get the word of Christ in your spirit. Let me get another person in here. Y'all raise your hand if you want to get on. Raise your hand if you want to get on, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Who is this person here? Let's get Mayat. Let's get Mayat in here. We're gonna get Mayat in here. Mayat, hop on. Throw your microphone on, Mayat, if you're ready.
Hey, Tariq, greetings. How are you, dear?
I'm good, dear. How are you, beloved?
Oh man, listen, you warm my heart every single time. And I just want to let these little fuck boys, listen, I'm a Canadian writer, okay? I'm a writer for you guys because let me tell you something, Tariq. I've been following you. I've been with you. I'm not following you. I'm with you for those 20 years, okay? And
Yes, ma'am.
you have reached so many and touched so many lives, okay? And you are reaching a point in history that you have these coons shitting in their pants because you know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna get their butter biscuits taken away from them. They're not gonna get the opportunities from white mommy and white daddy anymore. And you know what I'm saying? You are making a pivotal impression that will live on for generation after generation. So don't worry about these idiots, okay? Because forget about Hurricane Ivan. You guys watch out for Hurricane Tariq, okay? Because it's not just him alone. He has his ancestors on his back. You hear me? So you guys try and threaten him, you guys are idiots.
Yes,
Complete
indeed.
idiots. So I love you. You keep pounding on them, and you're going to see you are going to make history for not only your children, but for my children, everybody. Because when FBA wins, you're going to see everybody else. Well, my parents are Jamaican. We're going to get their bitch
Yeah.
ass from England. You understand?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say that, and just we're beside you. We're beside you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, beloved. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's love right there. What's a lot of y'all in here? What are y'all asses doing up this time of night? Are y'all up there helping that nigga make demos? Are y'all part of the Hennessy and Coke rap crew? What are y'all asses up this late? Y'all about to go to the Hennessy and Coke concert? Y'all about to go hear this bum ass nigga perform somewhere at a, at a prison somewhere. This nigga perform for prisoners, and he only performs for the snitches. Oh God. Anyway, man, let me get up out of here. We've been up here all. Well, let me get my nigga Dwan. I just saw Dwan B pop up. I got to get Dwan to come on in here and chop it up. Let's get Dwan in here. What's up, brother Dwan B?
Brother, man, thank you for letting me speak. I was funny you was talking about that when I just heard the last call. I didn't know you was on. I was actually doing my own live. But during my live, I was saying this because I was thinking about what we're going through all week. And the reason why we need to get back to reparations. The reason why people can't discredit you and say, come along new and do things is because when I was introduced to you, I was saying somebody came by and gave me a bootleg copy of Hidden Colors. I done since bought like 5 copies, so don't trip. But it was just one of those things where you answered questions that were already going on in our minds, and you brought answers to them. You brought clarity, and you introduced us to people. I was around and I saw. Sorry about that. I saw Dr. Wells on Donna. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I saw but this was before the internet. You couldn't go back. Keep calling me. She on the way home. My bad. But anyway, you couldn't go back and watch the internet and go back and get reminded about things that happened in the past. Once the show was over, it was over with. So we had long forgotten about these people. You put them back in
Yeah.
front of our face, and what you did and what you gave us was you brought words to what our experience was. And that's something that someone can't take away through slander. They can't say, oh, because you didn't cover me or you didn't do this, you're not legit. You're not legit because you didn't do these things. What you've given us and what you've shown us over the time you've been doing what you're doing is legit, it's authentic, and it vibrates with our experience and our soul. So to that, it's nothing you can do. You know, you would have to do 10 straight years of doing exactly wrong. You'd have to Roland Martin for 20 straight years to lose your credibility.
Yo,
So
yeah.
we thank you for
Real
that.
talk.
And we rocking with you. And we're gonna keep moving and keep it going, man. I appreciate you.
Much respect, brother. That's my brother Dwan B, man. Much respect. Real talk, man. Yeah, like I said, man, I've been in this game for like 25 years, so it speaks for itself. Yeah, get a dig. Nobody, can't nobody say I've a dirt bagged anybody. I don't do that. I've been too thorough, nigga. Nigga, I was the streets of LA raised the shit out of me. You can't move certain ways out here and survive. Nigga, this shit is real out here. You can't survive out here on some street shit being no janky nigga at all. You dig? That shit is that's a real university for you. And just plus, I wasn't that kind of nigga anyway. I ain't never been raised to be that type of nigga. I wasn't raised by dirt bags or riffraffs to be the kind of person to dirt bag folks, because you ain't got to get down like that. That's not logical. Being a dirt bag or having to do slick shit, that's not even logical. Or even being a hater. That's I learned again at a young age. That's being a hater ain't even logical. The fuck am I gonna get hating on some fucking body? The logical thing is to sit down and learn from this nigga. And that's what I would do. That's the logical thing. You always follow the logic. Hating on this nigga ain't gonna make this nigga, bringing him down a peg is supposed to make me feel better. So now we both broke. No, if I see a nigga shining, stay right where you are and let me know how to get on that level. And I don't have that plantation mentality where a lot of niggas want to see you fall so you can come back on the plantation with them. Because a lot of that hate and shit, that comes from slavery. Dr. Joy DeGruy broke that down, how that's about abandonment. Hating is really about abandonment. And it comes from slavery because a lot of times we had our loved ones taken away from us. People that we love, they would be taken away from us and we'd be left lonely. We'd have a void because some of our relatives were plucked away from us. You know? So whenever they got in positions of shining, and usually the ones who would get plucked away were the ones who had some of the most talent, some of the ones who were the most physically fit, some of the ones who were more intellectually thorough. Those were the ones that were prized by other slave owners. And they can get big prices for niggas like that. If there was a smart slave, a brother who knew how to build houses, because we forget during slavery, we weren't just picking no damn cotton. Black folks were architects who were slaves. Do you understand what I'm saying? Not just, hey, nigga, go build that house. There were black people who were enslaved, who were architects, who were designing houses. Look up Horace King, Google him. This was an enslaved black man who was designing houses. He was an architect and a slave. Many of the bridges and the buildings in the South, in the early South, he designed them in the 1800s. Many of the court buildings and stuff like that, and many of the bridges down there. It was a brother designing that shit. When I went down to New Orleans, I've talked about this many times. We were filming one of my movies. I forgot. We were filming down in New Orleans, and we were at plantations, and they had all types of documents and wax figures of the black people who were enslaved, who were the ones designing the layout for the plantation. They were actually building the big house. They were building the property. The black people were. They were the architects. So you can imagine a black person who's so thorough, he's an architect, you know what kind of price his ass is going to go for? That person is going to be a prized slave. They're going to want to pay top dollar for him. And if that's your brother and you're on the plantation picking cotton, and your brother, who's a damn architect, who all of these white slave owners are trying to purchase, you're going to hate. You're going to hate so he can stay there with you. Hey, no, he ain't really that good. No, he's stupid. He ain't really that good. He seems smart, but he ain't really that smart. Because I want him here with me. I don't want him to abandon me. See, a lot of these niggas, they're cool as long as you're down there in the cotton field with them. The minute you get out of the cotton field, all of a sudden, oh, that nigga done sold out. You see? Listen to the language. See, we got to really unpack this type of mentality. See how what the caller said? Because I was doing some stuff on Puff Daddy's network, you sold out. He sounded like a slave, a lonely slave, didn't he? Listen to him. When you listen to the playback, listen to his voice. That's a lonely slave. You sold out, homie. You sold out. Up there with Puff Daddy and shit. I'm all down here in the basement by myself. Man, why it gotta be like that? He had that kind of sound. That was hurting that nigga's voice. That was hurting loneliness. Yeah, I'm clowning him, but yeah, that's a hurt, lonely nigga. He wants somebody down there to hate with him. You know, he wants somebody down there in the basement making them janky fucking demos, smoking weed and hating with them. Notice how niggas get along when they sitting around not doing shit. You notice that? Nobody get along more than niggas who ain't doing shit. Niggas sitting around smoking and drinking, they get along perfectly. Until one of them spazzes out. You know, eventually somebody's gonna spaz out, and you know, somebody's gonna need to get some money. And the minute somebody gets some money, somebody's gonna get shot. You see? You feel me? Notice broke, dusty niggas get along perfectly. But the thing is, you, as a man, you can't be a broke, dusty nigga too long. Somebody's gonna have to get some money to pay rent, pay a bill, pay your cell phone, to buy more weed. Somebody's gonna have to get money for the bullshit. And the minute that nigga gets some money, the other dusty niggas are gonna rob him. Yeah? Dusty nigga energy is horrible. So yeah, stay away from hating ass, dusty plantation niggas who don't want to level up and who's sitting around pocket watching and hating on dudes who are progressive. So we got to change our whole cultural thinking. We got to get the mindset right, guys. We got to get that mindset right. There's a lot of y'all in here, man. It's damn near almost 800 people in here at damn near 4 in the morning on the East Coast. But I'm glad we chopping it up, man. We just chopping it up late night. Anyway, I hope y'all soaked up some game that I dropped. Hope that game can help you be a better you. Even you hate niggas. I hope Hennessy and Coke, who called up, man, I hope you guys get your demo together. Maybe you can perform on the Tom Joyner cruise, opening up for Keith Sweat or somebody. You know, more power to you, bitch niggas. I wish bitch niggas the best. I do. I want them to do better, because all they're going to do is be a menace to society. Be better, bitch niggas. I don't like bitch niggas running around. You're a threat, because you're going to, sooner or later, you're going to do something dumb. So hopefully you get your shit together. I send prayers to bitch niggas. I pray for masculinity for you. Anyway, y'all, let me get up out of here, man. Y'all be good. Papiakute and Lalavuve to you. Peace.